You know you live it because God got you. And we up, and we up, and we up. We up. Raise it up, lift it up, lift it up. My God decided to live right and die for you. Pay the debt that you ran up before you knew your time was due. So can be robbed, but sold out is obvious. God's freaking marvelous. Bless me regardless. You were not stopping this. Fight with me, walking strong in my faith. Devil thought you snatched me up, call it a mistake. Darkest nights ain't nothing to the brightness in God. It's all bright, the night will surely dawn to the sun. Cause that light bright will shine to the king in the blood. Reload, make it a half for the free throw. He made me the key to the keyhole. To the ones that ain't holding cause he holds it. What's for me so? Give sight to the blind, bring peace to the mind. Divine by design, no pressure will lie. Cause he holds the timeline. Put your hands up. You know you live it because God got you. We up, we are raising up. Lift your up. Yeah. Turn your lights up. Put your hands up too. You know you live it because God got you. We up, and we up, and we up. We are raising it up, lift it up, lift it up. Like me, we just might be. Some of the doors are gone, it so might be. It's like me, we just might be. Some of the doors are gone, it so might be. Turn your lights up, get your hands up. You know you live it because God got you. We up, and we up, and we up. We up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Just a little something to encourage yourself. Relax. He'll never leave you or forsake you. Ronnelia. Nuh-uh. Yeah. In the morning when I wake up, I put on my garment of praise and I worship you all the days. I said, you don't know what I've been through or even what he's done for me. And when I get down, he is all that I need. And I will worship you, for keeping me on one accord. Your mercy shines through each day. I gotta send you some stuff, new stuff.
I love the energy though.
Yeah. Oh, my, all this stuff is, oh. Get ready. Every time when I think back on what you've done for me, what you did on the cross, Lord, way back on Calvary, there is no sin too great that can keep me from your love, and all the blessings that fall straight from above, and I will worship you, oh Lord, in the midst of every storm and joyous salvation is oh yeah, I will praise you all the day long. I worship you, love. 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 Like 18 when times get tough. What's the move when life gets rough? Like what to do when life gets fucked? You can chuck the juice or just get up. Find somewhere to hide. Wait till it's over. Try to survive the pain and the torture. Punch your soul, trying to crush your soul, trying to duck the blades like the Mayweather shoulder. What you do, it'll all be important to help you through all of the torment. You can fight back all the evil forces, force the force. They call it reinforcements. The sweating them fools, I got them nervous. I got a weapon to use, and it's perfect. And this weapon renews and restores quick. And this weapon I use, I call it worship.
Hey y'all, so welcome everybody to the Indie Pusher Spotlight. Today we are honored to feature a credible gospel artist, songwriter, minister, and inspirational voice, Rinnelia. Rinnelia is a contemporary gospel recording artist from the DMV and known for powerful songs like Lights Up and Victory. Through music ministry and testimony, she has touched lives by sharing messages of faith, hope, resilience, and purpose. With over six 15 gospel releases, a passion for the youth outreach, and a mission to bridge the gap between the culture and Christ through faith-filled music. Ronnelia continues to make an impact based on and off of the stage. So I want y'all to welcome Miss Ronnelia to the stage tonight.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, so how you doing today?
I am just so truly grateful to be here.
I'm
Um,
grateful to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I know doing some research, you full-time at Mount Ena?
I am full time at Mount Ena. Yes, that is my home church.
Okay, so you've been doing music ministry since you've been younger, or what got you into doing it there?
So actually, when I started younger, I actually grew up at Ebenezer AME, which is right down the street.
Right,
My family is still at Ebenezer. As I got older, I grew a liking to the preachings of Pastor Coates. So I left the area and for about 12 years, and I came back here, and that's where I was led to be. So, but yeah, I started at the Almighty Youth Choir at the Ebenezer AME, and I've been singing ever since.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. Because I've been listening to your music, and I hear the power. You can tell that like God is in what you're doing, and like you're really sincere and you passionate about touching not just the youth, but touching everybody's life with your words and your energy and your vibes. So how does it feel like to, to be doing what you're doing right now? You could be doing anything else.
It feels incredible. The one thing that I'm learning is every day God is giving me a new testimony, and He's having me speak about the testimonies that I get, and
Right,
then He gives me a brand new one to keep doing it over and over and over again. And I'm just watching what He's doing and how He's been moving and where we're going, where He's taking us. And I'm constantly in awe of God. And
right,
I don't know what else I could be doing because this is what He called me to do.
right. So with you, because I know I had a Kev on here last week, and I asked him the same question because he's doing pretty much, you both are doing the same thing out here ministering. How is it different from you, like staying on the secular side? not, crossing over to, I mean, staying on the side that you're on now, not to cross into the secular side, because I know like sometimes, even gospel artists look at the money, and sometimes like they feel like, it's not happening on the gospel side. So they're like, hey, let me take it on the secular side. So what makes you humble and stay put and grounded where you at?
Yeah, so you have to know what you're doing this for. At the end of the day, the outcome is, yeah, we do things to get, you know, financial gain from it so that we can live, so that we can survive and all of that. But I was called into this as an assignment. It's something that God said, I need you to do this.
Right.
Just say yes. It has nothing to do with financial gain. You can't come to me and say, hey, I'm going to make you famous, because I'm not about making me famous.
Right.
This is about something bigger. This is about something greater. So when you go into it and you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it, none of that other stuff matters. None of that other nonsense comes into play. I'm not here to be rich. I'm not here to be famous. I'm here to do my assignment.
Okay. So have you ever got approached from the other side to be like, hey, we heard you and we wanted to like have you on a project or something?
Yes. Yeah, a couple of times to be in a club, to be on a stage, to be doing secular songs, the voice you have, go to be in a go-go band. I do get approached often for that. Yeah.
So with that being said, like individuals that are indie artists that's in the gospel scene, like what would you tell them? Like, because like I know it's hard out here being an indie artist, but like what would you tell a gospel artist that's just starting down there like, hey, things are not moving the way they want and they kind of think about crossing over? What would you tell them?
It's all about their why. At the end of the day, we're all gonna have to answer for what we do.
Right.
And it's important what we're speaking into people, what we're doing it for, what we're saying things for. So you need to know your why. What's your reason? If that's what you're getting into it for financial gain, then move accordingly. But you just have to know what it is that you're doing, your intent, your purity. I've gone times where I didn't eat. I've gone times where I've had to sleep in my car trying to make it in the gospel game. A lot
Mm.
of people don't help you in the industry. If you're not big, if you don't have a name for yourself, you're not going to get the help that you need. There's been times that God has called me to go somewhere and I'm like, how am I get there? I don't have no
Right.
gas. I don't have no money. They not going to give me no money.
Right.
But it's the impact, the people that need to hear your story, the people that are dealing and going through. I think a lot of times people don't understand that it's bigger than us. When you go through things, when you go through hard things, when you go through bad things, when your body's hurting, when your body's aching, when you're broke, when you're dying, all that,
Right.
it's not for you. it's,
I agree.
it's not for you. It's for somebody else that's dealing with it, somebody else that's going through it. They need to know, that he is real. And so when he sends you somewhere, you can't be worried about, well, am I gonna get paid for this? Because, look, I can't even be right now put down to gospel because that's not who I am. You know, you could put me in any genre you want right now. The way
Right.
that my music is coming out, when you see this, when it releases at the end of June, you're gonna be like, I don't even know. I don't know where to place her. However, the one thing that you will be able to tell is that singing my heart out to God.
Right.
You'll know that, and you'll feel it, whether you a thug, whether you a murderer, whether you a abuser,
Right.
whether you a alcoholic, whether you a preacher, you gonna be like, wow, she know God. Period.
Yeah. I agree. Speaking of that, we also here at Indie Pusher, since you have music coming out, I would like to also, if you could send it to me so I can push on my station, and also we can bring you back and like do a little drop so you can drop it here again and so people can hear because my whole thing is even though like I do all drums, but like a lot of people they're going through a lot. And we need to hear some uplifting things that because a lot of people going through a lot of things, a lot of people out here struggling
Mhm.
where whether they don't know if if they're coming or going. You got people that might be going to church and they like, hey, maybe the church they're in is not really edifying them or building them up the way they want. So they out here confused, like, what should I do? And I listen to you and I see how you move out here, and you move quiet. And when you and I even did a little, looking at your IG, and I was like, man, she's doing a lot, but she doesn't really broadcast it a lot, like a lot of people do. But what you're doing is you're doing a lot of powerful stuff that if people don't pay attention, then they're gonna miss out on a blessing that could really build up a lot of people. And I think my thing is even with the DMV, we got to do better with the artists, like because there's a lot of good artists. I even had ones on the platform. I had ones that send me music out of DMV, and I'm like, why they not getting heard the way they need to? And I know it's a pecking order, but I think that the artists need to be heard, and I guess God gave me this platform just not to just get the artists that's out of state. I pretty much said I want to get the artists in at home first, and then the ones that's out of state they'll come. But you can't forget about home first because there's a lot of people out here that's doing big things: gospel, go go, rap, R&B, that's not getting heard. And like we just got to do better. And then I also ask, do you worry about likes or comments with the content that you put out, or do you just be like, I'm just doing it for God and that's it?
You can't worry about that. You can't worry about, "Oh, how many likes did I get today?" You got artists out there that are major that are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get a like, you know? It's
Right,
not it's not about that. At the end of the day, who who is being reached? What am I doing this for? It's gonna keep Imma just keep, like, taking it back to that. What is your why? My why is because God is calling me to do it, and he's telling me what I need to do, and he's guiding me through it as he promises certain things, and I say, "How is that possible?" And it happens. When I'm writing, now I'm rapping, you know that.
right,
In my raps, when I'm rapping and I'm writing stuff, it's things that I'm dealing with, things that I'm going through, things that I'm praying over constantly. And my entire CD, it took us about 2 years, to go through and do the things and write the music. And today, I was in the studio, we've redone like 4 of the songs because
mhm,
we've been praying and God has put newness in it. It's like, "Oh, oh my god.
right,
Oh my goodness." But when you listen to the words of the songs, everything I rapped about, all that stuff got blessed, done.
right.
Oh, over and above, again and again and again. And again, like I said, he gives you new testimony. He gives you new testimony so you can keep on replenishing and keep on replenishing. What he's doing is bigger than us. That's all I'm saying.
I feel that. I like that. What makes you what keeps you consistent, and what makes you different from a lot of artists in every genre? What makes you different from them?
Uh, I'm just being authentically me. I don't care. I get a lot of calls about, what's your style and, what are you gonna do about your clothes and what are you doing about this? And um my focus is clear. Like I'm me. I'm walking in authority and what God gave me to be. And I wasn't always doing that. In the beginning, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what God needed me to do. And when He told me, I was like, "It ain't me. I
Right.
can't do that." You got the wrong one. That ain't me.
Right. I agree.
But I'm genuine. My heart is real, and that's not something you can tell people. That's something that they have to see.
Yeah.
Um, all of the experiences that I've gone through have made me this person that I am. Was I always this person? No, of course not. But I'm different because I am so unapologetically real,
Right.
real. And it's from the heart.
Yeah, I feel the same way, because I'm a drummer, and it's just that it's good to stay humble because you can always get work. Because a lot of people, either sometimes you don't come prepared, or you just you just be on your own thing. I might got some work because I had a headphone jack.
Mhm.
And guy on Keith like, I ain't got one. And it was like, he looked in my bag. He's like, man, what you got? You got a lot of stuff. I said, yes. I was always told to be prepared just in case something happens. And they're like, all right, cool. Like, bet. Like, you looking for some work? Like, yeah. Like, so then they pretty much said they give you the work. But I feel like people out here, we want to have these 4-course meals, but we giving McDonald's and stuff like that, and then we want to know why we can't get work. And sometimes you gotta. I tell people all the time, you gotta be humble out here
Yeah.
because even in this area, the things are small. So it's like you don't know who knows somebody. So like I know you, you know somebody, and might be like, hey, they played with me. They didn't know the music. I'm looking at them like, hey, like, did you learn the music? And they like, they got the phone looking at you, and they got the phone looking like, yeah, okay, yeah, like, and you looking like, hold on, didn't I gave you the music a couple months ago? Didn't you learn it? And like, so it's like a lot of things that people like. I say artist development helps a lot of people understand, but sometimes you got to be humble, and maybe got to go through things to appreciate your gift and your talent.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna talk about your you started singing at 13, and you also played the flute.
Yeah, and still do. I still do.
You still do. So how did the
Yeah.
experience shape your musical growth?
Well, ah, me playing the flute, well, let me tell you, I would go to concerts, and they may call me to do a solo,
Right.
and I'm standing up doing this flute solo, and I'm shaking, and I'm sweating, and I'm ah, every time. When I went to high school, I had a band director, Walter Harley, Oxon Hill High School Marching Band.
Mhm.
That movie Drumline was made because of us.
Okay.
Okay. That's the band that we were.
Right.
And learning from those experiences, that passion, that drive that he put into us and taught us, it was just like, I could do this. I I really can do this. This is who I am. Don't sit there looking stupid, being nervous, being scared. Don't do that.
Right.
This is you. You got this. Speaking of that, one of the songs on my album, I Do Believe. In the beginning, it comes on and you hear marching band and you hear this in the little voice that says, "Back up to," that's Walter Harley. He's
Right.
guest starring on that track because it meant so much to me in my journey.
Right.
How he shaped us and just allowed us to grow into those things. Being a flute player, even now, I'm playing. I'm still playing in bands. I'm still doing different things with that as I can. it teaches you drive. You have to learn, you have to practice, you have to,
Right.
like you said, show up, pay attention, put in the work, not only in playing the flute, being a rapper, doing singing, doing you have to put practice in everything you do that you want to be good at, great at. So it shapes you to learn those things and put in the work.
So, by you talking about your 'cause you got an upcoming release to believe coming June 9th, what all can the listeners expect? I know you talked a little bit about it, but what can they expect when they hear it?
Oh, just sheer power. Sheer power. They they're all I can say is that expect to not be ready.
Okay.
Expect to not be ready for what's coming. And it's going to be something that is going to open the hearts of those that know God, and it's going to be something to open the hearts of those that don't. They're going to want to know what this person is all about. But it's I wish that I could have sent it to you before the show because you could have played it today. I'd have let you play it.
Hey, I'm one of the ones I like to get it when everybody else get it. So
Ooh.
if you want, oh, I mean, if you want to send it to me, you can send it to me. I mean,
Look, you said you want to wait. You could wait, but if you want to play it, you can definitely play it.
all right,
Where do you want me to send it to?
you can send it to my email.
Hmm?
Or you can send it to my email. I think you have my email, Miller AN81 at Gmail.
Hold on. Let me try and see. Let you get a listeners. This will be your exclusive. I'm giving you an exclusive.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Miller AN 81 at gmail.com. Just sent it to you.
All right,
So this right here, you got the exclusive on it. I'll let you play it. It's
all right.
dropping on the 9th.
Well, when you get that, so yeah, then I'm gonna definitely push it on the knife when you send it. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna push it on the knife on my station. Then I'm gonna put it on my other show.
Light me up, lift 'em up, turn me up. Ooh yeah, my God, lives on. Yeah, I tell you to believe. Yeah. I run toward the blacks of the bombs with no fear, and this enemy thought I was gone, but he clearly missed. Giants were coming like David, I'm killing it. So strong, you're not worthy to be called nemesis. So, I already know how this gonna go. Holy Ghost, gonna tear out your throat. Every word, gotta fall to the flow. You fit a lamb cause you know we the go. I'm trying on my knees, come to please. Oh my God, they don't see cause they need help too. In these streets, feeling heat, need to eat sick of beef. I intercede cause you come back to tree. Said that I had to go. You said no, no, no. I'm the one who knows what to do. You can't get prices low, fellow twice as long. Lord, I know you're so damn cool. Yeah, Lord, I believe. Grown up, yes, I know. You're in control, Lord, I believe. Do it so, help us go. You gotta show, Lord, I believe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Through shadows and valleys low, but death cannot hold me. He told me so. The enemy stopped winning long ago. No loss in the kingdom, love all of the Lord. Father God by my side, brother the devil, your name holds my. Take the lead, near or far. I follow you in the road, guitar. Hold up, even when darkness comes, you turn night into day and release the sun. Hold up, hey, bet you I'll never run, cause the power that stands cannot be undone. Hold up, hey, got people starving, they still trying to bargain. The more they say talking, the louder they tell it. So far from out to get that's why we screaming out, ain't got trust. Lord, I believe. Lord, I believe. I need you for me. Please. Turn the devil down, rip it out. I'm already working out. Kill that down. Let the praises flow from your mouth. If you feel redeemed, shout it proud. Turn the devil down, raise it out. I'm already working out. Kill that down. Let the praises flow from your mouth. If you feel redeemed, shout it proud. Turn the devil down, raise it out. I'm already working out. Kill that down. Let the praises flow from your mouth. If you feel redeemed, shout it proud. And because you say my family from both that were bruised, they can have this world, I'm still choosing you. Heal my whole body, left doctors confused and traded my life. I got nothing to lose. That's why I love you. I do believe. I do believe. But nobody believes. Yes, I do believe. I do believe. Oh, I do believe. Yeah. Oh. The devil think I'm playing with him. I'm out.
Uh, yeah, you got some fire there. My question is, where does the passion from come from? Because like you really put your all into it, and you can feel it.
It comes from unbelievable experiences in my life that let me know he's real. And so when I'm writing, you got to go back to those moments. You got to go back to that time. You got to go back to those situations and remember, like, everything that you putting out there, everything that you're writing for, these people gonna feel it.
Yeah,
When you going through, for example, some of the singers, gospel singers, going through divorces, going through things like that. When you could hear that stuff in their music, whether
right.
they know it or not. If they're not pulling from a certain place, you gonna feel that. Same with preachers when they preaching from a certain place. All that
Yeah,
stuff views on the people. So when I do my music, I'm pulling. I'm pulling from all the times God has brought me out. I'm pulling from all the times I was down in pain, all those times I didn't know what to do. And when He brought me to that place, all of that stuff matters.
yeah. Because I'm as even being a drummer, I always like I thank him for everything he does. I'm one of the ones that if you can't give him 100%, like just don't do it. Like you can't come in there giving like half. And like just like you listening to you, people used to ask me like you play hard. And I was like, because I'm not really supposed to be playing. From what doctor said, I was supposed to be in a wheelchair.
There you
So
go.
to be able to get up every Sunday and play and do something I love and what I wasn't supposed to be doing. Like if you can't give all you have, because I mean he's giving you all to take you out of situations, bless you, give you favor with people that you probably never thought you was gonna meet, but he made a way. So like I always tell people, like give 100. If don't have step with him. If you can't, then just don't do it. Don't need to do it for the money. Like if you just feel like, hey, because like there's been times I've been like, hey, I don't feel it, like and I don't want to be a unservice to him for all he's done, because he didn't have step with things he's done for us, me, and everybody else. So that's
Yeah.
how I pretty much take the perspective of even playing and just listening to you, because you're not listening to what I've heard. You giving all you have in your music, and you can feel it. So just like continue to encourage yourself and encourage people that you touch. And I know the young people, I know they really be vibing with you the hardest though.
Yeah.
They
Them
probably be in
babies.
church, hey, like I can't wait for Sunday. I know she gonna do her thing up there. So
Yeah.
what inspired the project?
Well, believe it or not, I was at a workshop. I went to a workshop with Moret Brown Clark, amazing, amazing artist that I followed for a very long time that I love very much. And she was teaching us, different things about the industry. There were different producers there. There were different everybody, stylists, all kinds of people. And they were just teaching us. We wrote a song in 10 minutes. We did all kinds of stuff. Well, anyway, in writing that song in 10 minutes, they split us into groups.
Right.
And I was on the group that did the rap. And I'm like, why am I on this group? I am not a rapper, but none of us were rappers. They just split us into groups.
Right.
They put their top 3 people up for each section, and the rap team said, "You top 3, go up there." I was like, "What?" You know, I know how to write. Yeah, so I wrote something. They was
Right.
like, "And you killed it." Went up there, rapped. Couple months later, I got a call from one of the producers who is now an amazing teammate and partner of mine, Israel Bell. He was like, "Girl, you a rapper." He said, I could feel everything and everything you
Mhm.
did." He said, "That power." He said, "You don't even know who you are." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, we worked together on some projects and it just exploded, exploded. It was clear that God had put us together
Right.
to do what we needed to do. And Israel was put there to bring it out of me to do.
Right.
And, we've been working, just putting music together, learning, praying, doing all kinds of things. And it came out 2 years later. Now we got a project, and on top of this project, we still going. So
Yeah.
there's so much more to come, and
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah. So we're gonna celebrate those moments because like you also understand that you had a New York performance that gained significant attention. He was also in the New York Times. So let's talk about that.
Absolutely incredible. Like, again, when you see the things that God does, it's like,
Yeah.
what is happening? That show, I was able to meet a lot of artists. I was able to meet a lot of mentors. There were so many people there from groups I used to listen to when I was younger,
Right.
R&B groups. I'm like, "Oh, no, well, okay,"
Right.
just great. Cut Close. You remember the group Cut
Oh
Close?
yes.
They were in the building,
Oh
just and I'm like, I don't know if that's telling my age or whatever, but
yeah. I'm an '80s
hey,
baby, so
yeah, I'm an 80s baby all day, but it's like to be able to do that. And I was not even feeling well at that time. I was kind of
hmm
down. I just found out that I had bronchitis and I just am getting over it now. And it's like, but you still did that, you
yeah.
know, and it was a definite blessing. I was blessed to be asked to do it.
Nice. So what does faith, flow, purpose mean to you personally?
Faith, flow, and purpose, man. Just walking in your calling, keeping the faith no matter what it looks like, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter how scary it gets, keeping yourself level headed, not just continuing to talk to yourself over and over and over and over, but having that relationship to talk to God and listen. You know, remember that he's not just some genie in a bottle.
Right.
Oh, because a lot of people just be, "Boy, I saw this house and you said,"
Right.
you
True.
know,
True.
that no, just know who he is and walk in that purpose and find out what your purpose is. Because I didn't
hmm
know. Like I said, I didn't know for so many years. When God revealed it to me, I was like, like,
Yeah.
no.
right.
But they say many are called, but the chosen are few.
Yeah. True.
The chosen are the ones that say yes. I said
Right.
yes. God used me. Everything He told me that He was going to do, He did, and is still doing on grand schemes. So again, it's not about me.
Right.
It's a bigger
So,
purpose.
so what type of legacy? Because I know you have a daughter as well. So, what
I
type
got
of
two,
legacy?
I got two
You got
daughters.
two. So you got two daughters. So, what type of legacy do you want to leave for both of them, and for people that are your supporters and fans?
I just I'm trying to leave the legacy of God to
Right.
to leave what it is that He is about for them to understand hearts, love, faith, those things that people don't get. That we're in a very hard time, that we're in a very hard world. And
Right.
I want them to understand the evil, you know, that powers forces are real, and the things that they'll have to fight against, the things that they need to stand for, those things. It's not easy. I got a baby girl that's a junior in college at HBCU. She turning up. She don't want to hear what I got to say, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
but she but she also let me know that she is proud of me and she sees me. See, they see you. They
Yeah.
may not say it, but they
True.
see you. So that's what I wanna leave for my kids, my kids' kids. I need them to look back and be like, "Yo, she did that. She was a woman of God, and she showed us that this is real," you know?
So, what would you tell your younger self after like everything that you're doing now? Like, what would you tell them? What they would experience and like what things that they could learn from you at where you at now.
Whew, I would tell you see my younger self? That's me right there. That's my album cover is me trying to
All
figure out
right.
the microphone, and I would look at her and I would say, "Ooh, I'm gonna cry. You gonna have me cry." I would look at my younger self and I would tell her, "You are. You are. Everything that everybody said that you aren't. All the times that they looked at you and told you what you can't do, what you won't do, what you can never accomplish.
Mhm.
You are that. And God has created you to do great things that you will do. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in anything else,
Yep.
believe in yourself and walk with your head held high and know that you are going to do it for sure.
I like it. You said a lot right there.
Man.
I feel the same way. If I could do some things different, I would do a lot of things different.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
and if I could tell them, hey, because I never thought I would be having a radio station. I never thought I'd have a podcast. I just thought like 4 or 5 years ago I'd just be doing shows, and he kind of like said, "Nah, I got something that I want you to do different." And I said, "God, I don't talk. I don't like talking to people." And he
There
was
you
like,
go.
"Well,"
Yeah.
and he was like, "Well," he said, "Well, okay. Well, you gonna have to talk to people because it's gonna be some people that you're gonna have to either touch or they're gonna touch you."
Yeah.
And so, and pretty much he was like, "You're not gonna have to chase anybody for an interview. You're not gonna chase anybody for." Because I was like, God, I don't. Because I look online, I'm like, hey, I don't have a million likes. I don't, And he was just like, don't worry about it. He's like, I'm gonna put the people there, and so it's like people came out the woodworks and it's like, hey, I got artists, and then one artist did tell another artist, and I was just like, just doing what I'm doing. I'm like, God, I appreciate it because I just
Mhm.
didn't think, and if even if I can go back a couple years ago, I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now. But
Oh,
I'm thankful for the blessing to give me what to say, how to say, and even the ones that don't pan out. I always, when I first started, I used to get mad, like they do the no call no show. I was like, ha ha, and then he came to me, he's like, look, like, hey, they weren't supposed to come. He said the ones who were supposed to come, they supposed to come for a reason.
for
And
sure.
so, like, even the interviews, they helped me because I tell people all the time, I'm an artist, you're an artist, and we go to stuff, and people think because we show up and we worship, we praise, and we get the crowd into it. People think, oh yeah, y'all good, but like sometimes you don't. Sometimes those it might be a song you had sung 50 times, and that one day you sung that song was like, man, that
Oh,
that was what I needed. So it's like I see what you're doing, and after having this time to even get to know you, like I've learned a lot as well, like about you, and so like I'm always like I said support whatever you need push, you let me know because you're doing a lot of things, you're doing it the right way. So I re-
thank
so I re- so I respect that.
I appreciate that.
So I'm about to throw a couple questions at you. Then we're gonna do some closing remarks, and then we're gonna go from there. So I'm start off with your favorite gospel artist.
My favorite gospel artist, believe it or not, is the one that I just put the single out with, and that's Canton Jones.
All
He's
right,
been
uh,
been my favorite artist for several years.
nice. Favorite worship song right now.
Whew, whew. My favorite worship song has always been "The Great I Am."
Hmm.
Um, it just is. For
Yeah, one word that describes your ministry.
real.
All right, your dream collaborator.
My dream collaborator, oh, that's heavy, that's heavy. For real, to be honest, it's Kent Jones. But, I'm like, as I grow and I see things, I I I wanna I wanna do some stuff with Kurt.
I can see that. I, I can definitely see that. That's some high energy right there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were gonna say try Ty Tribbett for real.
So Ty, I actually sang background for Ty some years ago,
Okay.
and he's a friend of my father's, and I've been under his teachings and stuff. Ty goes so hard, I'm scared of the song. When I sang background, I thought I was gonna die on the stage because he was going so hard. I
Right.
I ain't got that energy.
Yeah.
I love him so much, but I got to get my energy up.
Right. True. Your most memorable ministry moment.
My most memorable ministry moment is when I followed Marette Brown Clark majority of my life, cried to her music, be in my
Mhm.
room, boohoo crying, and I ended up being on her concert with her.
Nice.
And I sang on her concert, and she came out after the show, and we connected. We've been connected ever since. I call her auntie. That's my auntie Mo now, but she came out and she, just loved on me and spoke to me, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like I'm on Marette Brown Clark's concert.
Right.
It was major to me.
All right. What is next for you?
Next for me is building. I'm building. I'm releasing. I am getting ready to explode. And it's all for a great, powerful purpose.
Amen. So I'm gonna let you, give your shout outs on where your supporters they can find you at and where they can find your music.
Absolutely. So you all can find me everywhere. If you go to Google, you can Google my first name, Ronnelia, Ronnelia, and everything will come up there. But most importantly, stream my music. You can go to YouTube and same thing, Ronnelia, Ronnelia. Facebook is Ronnelia Sings. That's Ronnelia, sings, Sings. Same with IG, same with TikTok. Everything is all the way across the board. Take a look at the music, stream it, share it, shout me out, Send me a video. Everybody send me a video singing, screaming, lights up. That'll be it. I'm
All
great.
right. All right. You want any shout outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to my team member and producer, Israel Bell. He's amazing. I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for his teaching and how he's just developing this ministry and what he's doing with it. He's doing great things and it's getting ready to break through. And I'm just so grateful for him. And, my church, the Mount Eden Baptist family, shout you out.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
yeah. And, my man, uh, DJ Swivel. Yeah, I know the DMV knows him very well. He's out DJing as we speak.
All
You
right.
know, grateful for him as my teammate and DJ in the ministry as well. So just grateful for it all,
All
and
right.
appreciate you for having me and the time on your show.
I appreciate you taking your time out as well. I'm honored to have you on here just to have a conversation. Looking forward to everything that you got coming out, all your projects. Since I got your single, I'm gonna be respectful and I'm gonna drop it on the ninth.
Thank you.
Uh, any your project, you can send that to me as well, and so I can push that, and I can also push that on my show Soul Fuse session where we take contemporary gospel, all type of gospel, and then we put it, mix it, and then play that on Sundays and go from there. So I thank you for sharing your journey, your testimony, and your heart with us today. Your story is powerful reminder that faith can carry us through every challenge and that purpose is found in serving God and serving others. Before we go, please, oh, you did that. So just make sure that you guys follow, support, because it only takes two seconds to share because you want people to share for y'all. So share for her as well. So this has been AD from Indie Pusher. Continue supporting indie artists, spreading love, and walking in purpose. God bless everybody.
God bless.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye bye.